guys want to get into it and kind of just run through again? I know who See You Next Tuesday is. If you want to tell the people who are going to be out there listening who you are and what you do for the band.
Hi, I'm Drew from See You Next Tuesday, and I play the guitars.
I'm Jimmy from See You Next Tuesday, and I play the blast beats.
His name is actually Jimmy Blast Beats, or Chef Blast Beats, if you want to find him on the internet.
Instagram, baby.
Yeah, I will also. I usually tend to if there's things like that, or if I feel like there's a significant link, I'll definitely put your guys' if you're okay with it, the handles in the description, so that way when people, if they want, when they see this, they can hit you guys up and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I personally don't have Instagram.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I don't really social media much. However, I use the Facebook for the band.
So, I don't know if you guys want to, because I know See You Next Tuesday, obviously you guys kind of came back from the ashes after a little while, and, you guys have some shows and whatnot coming up. Do you want to maybe even plug those a little bit and kind of just let people know what's coming up and where they can see you? And I'll say I'm going to see you guys. Me and my significant other will be seeing you guys at the Indianapolis show next month, so really stoked about that. Yeah, I'll be out to that.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll pull up our little majigger here.
I know.
Well, we got a show.
The house show, right?
This Saturday. Yeah, but this won't even air by the time that happens.
Yeah.
That'll be after this. Yeah, I don't know how to talk.
So if you guys went to it, I hope you had a good time, because unfortunately I won't get to be there. But
it's going to be insane. Honestly, okay, so for me, ever since See You Next Tuesday started, when we first started, booking the MySpace stuff, it was, me sitting on my computer trying to show trade with people. And, my trade that I had to offer was my garage. Rick and I, the bass player, which it's funny, this is how Jimmy and I met. But anyway, Rick, the first bass player who's back to playing bass with us again, or not the original bass player, second bass player who's back to play. We had a lot of bass players. I love all our bass players though, so don't hate me, Travis, Adam, or Cooter, or Rick.
The list.
Anyway, I was telling a story and I don't even remember what it was now. What were we talking about?
Bass player,
playing
train
at
shows,
shows. Yeah, so Rick and I lived together, and we had this garage, and we called it the Vag, the Very Awesome Garage in the Northern Area was its full name. But that's what I had to offer. So, for example, I messaged the Heartland down in Ohio, and this real cool dude, John, who's the guitar player, messaged us back and was like, yeah, dude, we'll get you a show down here. And he gets us a show at a real venue. It's
nice.
A bar and serves alcohol.
Serves alcohol.
And, people showed up, and
that's the best
we booked them up in Bay City, Michigan, where I live, at this Vag of ours. And I mean, 60 people show up, and it's shoulder to shoulder, and we're just having a great time. And man, we had Robinson there. We did a battle set where we both set up on each side of the garage.
I've seen some pretty good battle sets. Yeah, that's awesome.
Man, it's just a lot of spitting and a lot of nudity. But yeah, man, we had Tower of Rome came and played my garage.
Tower of Rome, holy shit.
We had a lot of cool shows there. But yeah, that's how we started. And then from there, I booked these fucking tours, 60-day MySpace.
And I would imagine, especially back then, because even nowadays doing DIY shit and booking tours, it can be difficult. So I can't even imagine it in such an early time for DIY and bands like you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2005. We didn't have money for a GPS yet because they were $900.
Oh yeah, dude, technology.
Yeah. So I literally printed all the directions from venue to venue. Yeah, we put them in a binder because we're fucking dorks. But yeah, man, we booked these fucking tours, and no shit, I'm not even kidding you. We've played at least 5 kitchens.
That's so real. Cool, dude.
I've played a handful of living rooms. One of my favorite shows was this living room, one of those condos in LA where it's a living room and has the stairway that goes up to a second floor that you can look over to the living room, and people are fucking jumping down that shit.
Dude,
that was 2004 or 2005. I was lucky to have stumbled across that. It was just one of those random fucking things, But that's our bread and butter, I guess. When we first started touring, it was more rare that we would play a venue because we played this wacky fucking grindcore. But here's the thing: is sometimes a lot of this stemmed from like we booked somewhere and then like something dumb fucking happens, like the kid didn't put the deposit down.
Boy.
So, like no show, and then we're just like, okay,
Yeah, dude,
who's gonna let us go play somewhere? And we end up in someone's fucking driveway in Altoona, Pennsylvania in January.
Oh, that's
literally
gross,
playing
dude.
in someone's driveway because like the mom gave us a power cord and was like, okay, don't be too loud for
Don't
too
be
long.
too loud. Yeah. Have you heard our music, ma'am?
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
But no, but I mean, like that's why this house show means so much to me. Like, we're collecting film, or we're recording all the shows.
That's awesome.
We're having for the next little bit. Well, I mean, it's 2022. Everyone records every show.
Yeah.
Yes, but we're professionally recording
to kind of make a, you know.
Yeah, like we're doing like a compilation.
That's
so our
cool.
show that we just had here in Bay City, that was like our quote unquote comeback show. We had a couple shows over the years, just some random fest. 2015 and 2016.
Yeah. I remember seeing the 2018 pop up, and I was like, what?
Yeah, we actually, arsonists, get all the girls, hit us up, and we're like, hey, we're going to be in the area, you guys should play, and we're like, okay.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Mackey.
I guess.
But this is the first show that, like, well, in the background, I wrote new stuff, right? So,
Okay.
like, this is the first show that we announced that not only, hey, we're back, we're serious this time, and we're going to play new songs. So we didn't say that we wrote a record yet. But
Yeah.
we said we got new songs, we're going to play these songs live.
Kind of give a little taste, make people wonder for a while, and then bam.
Exactly.
Here you go.
Well, you know, I mean, the music industry does, in fact, move really, really slow.
I don't know if you're still with Ferret, or if you're going to be, or if you could even disclose that, but I know you guys were with Ferret for most of your career.
Well, Barrett dissolved.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's unfortunate, dude. They had
However-
such great, including you guys, dude, Every Time I Die, they had so many good people on that. That's unfortunate.
they just sold off everything to Warner Brothers. But since this is
Oh,
coming
no,
out,
what? No,
Yeah,
don't do that.
yeah.
Don't
well,
do that.
You know, I mean, dude, somebody's got to pay the bills.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, man. Like, Carl's got to set up his retirement. But, like, Carl and Rick are family to us. Carl Severson and Rick Barnhart from Barrett, who are now The Good Fight.
I'll have to look into more of their roster and see what they got to offer.
Well, our new record will be coming out on Good Fight.
Oh, please tell me you guys are you gonna do vinyl?
Oh yeah, yeah, we're doing cassettes too. So.
Oh, dude, take all my money, why don't you?
Yeah. Well, our record, since we're bringing that up, we might as well talk about it. So next Tuesday is gonna be
Oh wow, already? Yeah.
We're gonna be in the future. No.
Well, kind of.
Right,
Yeah, this will be. We'll see. Obviously, yeah, we'll wait till obviously. I'll just go ahead and say
I'm losing my tense or future tense because like technically what we're talking about right now
is in the
happening.
future.
But yeah, so right now at the time of recording it, nothing has been announced yet. However, at the time of hearing this, you will have already heard our first single, which is coming out Tuesday. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, our first single is coming out Tuesday.
Guess I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. we might have done that on purpose.
Is that like, because I know that, with things like that, music releases, movies, video games, they are usually set to like a specific day of the week. Is that just how it is? Like, is it a big deal if you're like, hey, we want to release it on this specific day?
It didn't seem to be because we just asked and they said sure.
Sure,
well,
okay.
There's a couple things that like the actual release of the record has to be a Friday. They just
that's really okay. See, I want. Do you guys happen to know why it is that's just how it is in the business?
It's just that
maybe because a weekend thing.
New record,
get
new
it
music
pumped.
Friday. Like it's tradition. Like people now like go onto their Spotify on Friday morning.
True.
And go, oh, what's
True.
new? Metal Injection posts every Friday. Hey, it's New Music Friday. What are you listening to? And all us goobers get on and
all you goobers.
Oh my God, the new Worm Rot is so sick. New Cloud Rat is so sick.
Do Cloud Rat, nice. So obviously, I see you have Jimmy Blast Beats here. How did his coming into? Is it all right that how did his coming into the band happen? Like, how did that whole situation arise?
Well, in a nutshell, so I started writing this record back in 2020, October of 2020.
Damn, so you've been working a good long time.
I'm the slowest writer in the
Dude, no, man, I'm the same way. I've been sitting on shit that I wrote like 5 years ago, and it's just like I don't know what to do with it. Like I get it.
Not just recording it, just thinking
Yeah,
about it,
dude.
spent writing it and recording it. And it's just everything that goes into making one little split second is just incredible.
Especially for you guys, because like with See You Next Tuesday and ship like Pasiopus and the number 12 looks like you, and like really just what's actually very technical progressive music. Like my parents growing up, dude, of course my parents heard this stuff because I'd be playing it, and my parents are like, that's just noise, but like to you guys it is not like you, I mean to an extent with the but like when you really listen, like someone like me who's a musician who really tunes in, and like I hear what you guys like, even for an album like Intervals. I feel like a lot of people when they hear the writing and that, they're just like, oh man, this just sounds like a bunch of scratchy guitar with some fast drums over. But like you guys write that shit purposely, and you're not just like, oh, I'm just let me just slide my fingers and whack my guitar with my fingers on the neck, and that's what I'm gonna record. Like and so kind of almost. It just irks me a bit that people are so skeptical of our genres and our music when it's just as meaningful as any country or pop punk group or something, I don't know. That's just my take.
Yeah, for sure. It blows my mind that like I know 100 grindcore bands that 5 people like.
Yeah.
And there's this one band that I've never heard of that 20 fucking million people love.
Yeah,
it blows my mind.
Dude, music is so weird.
But that's the thing about passion, it's like I'm passionate about what I do. I'm not doing it because I'm going to retire off of it, because clearly, like, I'm not, Dave Grohl. Jelly,
Jelly. Jesus Christ. Oh, I think we went so far off on the tangent. I don't know if we ever even got to so Jimmy coming into the band.
Oh,
how did that happen?
I forgot there was a question in there. I knew deep down there was.
Well, we all kind of, because I started off going on this tangent, and then you went on your tangent because of my tangent.
Well, also this podcast is about weed, so I've been smoking.
Dude, I'm pretty soft. I don't know why I said soft. What the fuck does that mean?
It just makes I just get talking. I hope you're not hurt.
Jesus Christ, dude! What the fuck?
So anyway, I was writing this record for 2 years because I'm a slow writer, and the entire time, I was talking to Rick, Andy, and Fox, who were the members that were the most active with us recently. Yeah. Obviously, Fox being, the longest member that I've had by my side, but Andy being the drummer too. I mean, like literally, Andy and I started the band together.
Okay.
He wasn't with us for a period of time. But I made him buy a drum kit and was like, okay, learn how to play the blast beat. I'm gonna buy this guitar and I'm gonna sweep pick and it's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be
Anywho,
cool.
So he was planning on doing this whole thing with us, and then just like life kept getting in the way, and then push came to shove. We're like months away from like turning these in to get mastered. And I'm like, dude, we're gonna have to start booking shows, and he's like, I'm not ready.
And is that for what would have been Parasite?
No, for this new record.
Okay.
Yeah, like we're here in 2022.
Okay, so you're back in the...
Yeah,
back
sorry,
okay.
I fast forwarded. I did a quick one, so we didn't change topics.
Fair enough, okay.
Yeah,
On
so
track.
we're at 20, we're at 8, like, I was like, I don't know, fucking, it was warm enough that I was outside having a bonfire.
Okay.
So it had to have been like May, I don't know, does that sound right, Jimmy?
You guys asked me in June.
Okay, so yes, May is when I found out. So anyway, so we're like, I'm literally done with the record. I'm about to turn it in to get mastered, and Andy comes forth and says, "Hey man, I'm very sorry. Life has just been in the way. I got a promotion. Blah 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 blah. I have not been working on this stuff." And mind you, like Andy's heart has always been indie rock. Like he's always been
really?
Yeah, he's like Far, Hum, Deftones. Like that's his passion. Okay. He doesn't even listen to metal at all.
Dude, that's not uncommon to be honest. It's really not uncommon with like because I know the guitarist of Black Dahlia, one of them, Ryan Knight. He was in that band for like 6 years, and he likes bluegrass and country music. That's what he prefers. So like, yeah,
that's what Jimmy likes.
It's so like I find it's actually really well. Everybody knows me that's around me as like a metalhead, and all they think I listen to is grindcore, death metal. But then I'll be like, hey, did you hear that? You want to check out this like Aphex Twin song or like this Vampire Weekend song, or just like something really out of the blue, and they're just like, I had no idea you would have even listened to that. So yeah, dude, that's not uncommon at all. I feel.
So but what I was getting at is, like, being inactive as a band, he wasn't like practicing blast beats, like he wasn't passionate about being in another metal band. So like he just, like, those tools are still in his box, but like they're rusty, you know what I mean? And he openly was just like, hey man, like, I got this new job, it's great, I like where my life is, I don't think I have time to commit to getting back to where to play with you guys. So
and
then
it's good that he he could be that open about, because a lot, I feel like a lot of bands just remember leaving ends in a bad way, or there's always some kind of bad. But that's awesome that you guys could, it was just very simple. Just my life is going a good way, and that's awesome to hear, though, that it was.
Yeah, it was admirable, for sure. And like, we're still friends. There's no hard feelings whatsoever. Like, we're all older. Like I said,
you grow up.
None of us are 40, but I'm 39.
Okay.
And so like I very much understood his situation, but I mean, it still put me in a pickle because I had to find a drummer, because I was like getting ready to start booking shows to play these new songs, and then we contacted a few people here and there, reached out to a few people, and just nothing was quite panning out. Unfortunately, everybody in Michigan that plays metal drumming is in a band already, apparently. So Rick, our bass player, was just like, fucking Jimmy from the Heartland. He's like, he's the guy, he's the one. I was like, okay, we'll give him my number. And like I said, I was having a bonfire sitting in my backyard, and he texts me, and I'm like, hey man, you want to play and see you next Tuesday? And then we like called and kind of talked about it and what have you. And I guess, Jimmy, you want to talk a little, tell the story?
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I didn't know if my volume was like super loud.
Oh no, you sound golden.
Yeah, so, I hadn't, been in contact with Drew since, last time I talked to him was in like 2008.
Oh, wow.
I'd been in contact with Rick, and, we chat back and forth every now and again. And then I got a random Facebook message from him, and it said, hey, do you want to join See You Next Tuesday? And I was like literally sitting in my car getting ready to drive somewhere, and I'm looking around looking for Ashton Kutcher, like, what the fuck is happening?
What's
Who's
going on
talking to me right now? and that's dead ass what I thought. I was like, there's no way Andy would ever leave See You Next Tuesday. He was like, yeah, I'm serious. He was like, I'm going to give Drew your number and let him talk to you. And I was like, okay. So it was like, hey, do you want to, join See You Next Tuesday? And he was like, you want to have a chat? So he called me, and we talked for probably like 30 minutes and briefly caught up. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I got some new songs that I'm working on. I'll send you one and see what you think. And if it's up your alley and you want to do it, we can work something out. So he sent me the song, and I was like, holy shit, this sounds awesome. And it sounds really hard, and there's a lot of...
Sounds really hard?
Sure.
Nice.
Sure, why not
play some? And now, is Jimmy, but obviously you guys have known each other, like you said, not too long ago, for quite a while. Have you always been a fan of the music Drew writes and See You Next Tuesday and what they do?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like Drew was...
Well, he was in the Heartland, so
wow.
Duh.
Yeah. That's actually how Drew and I met, he was talking about earlier doing show exchanges, and when we went up to Michigan to play the Vag, we actually were supposed to do a long weekend, so we played the garage that night. That's when Rick and I became like literally best friends, just because we quoted the same Corpse Grinder slogan
nice
at the same time. Like, we both said it at the same time, and we just looked at each other and gave each other a huge hug, and that's like, it was like instant bonding. But that's a silly story. But we were we played the garage with them that night and stayed the night, and we were supposed to do a long weekend that weekend, and it was like really nice the night before, and then we woke up to like
oh no, yep, Knew that was coming.
Traveling to, I think, Drew, we were
Ionia.
in Wisconsin? Oh.
No, we were playing Ionia the next day, which was Fox's hometown, also home of Billy Strings, Mirror, but whatever, same difference.
Yeah, we were supposed to play with Flesh and Blood Robot.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Well, you guys did.
Yeah, well, that was Fox's previous band,
Oh,
Flesh and Blood Robot.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually had Bear in the band at the time.
Yeah, it was the shit. Yeah, we were supposed to do a weekend with them, and we were on our way to Ionia, where he was talking about, and our camp went off the road.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we got stuck in the snow, so they kept going, and we decided to head back to Ohio with our tail between our legs. And but
boy.
we did a ton of other things with See You Next Tuesday. Even when I was in the band, we played a really fun weekend in Cincinnati. We did. There was a theater. It was either in Cincinnati or Indianapolis somewhere.
The one with
Great Redneck Hope.
Great Redneck Hope. That was Cincinnati.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a theater. Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah, we did that show. We did a couple other shows, but yeah, I've always been a fan of See You Next Tuesday, and having Rick ask me, I was like, man, that's super.
Kind of just like a very surreal moment, I'd imagine.
It was, because I've played in a few other bands that were like from this era, and it just seemed just like so weird to I don't know, add another to the roster. I was super stoked, because I started out playing with the Heartland, and then I briefly joined Cloacal Kiss for just a small fraction of time. Unfortunately, sadly, I never got to play a show with them, but trying to learn their material was super hard. But it was still cool to be a part of that camp for a small amount of time. And then I ended up joining a band called Dead Will Rise, and that was a band that was local to me. And Jonathan from the Heartland actually was in Dead Will Rise at one point. So then, getting asked to join See You Next Tuesday was whoa, holy shit, they think of me as a good enough drummer to play in their band.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's do it. And I it's funny, I keep saying to Rick sometimes, I'm like, I really didn't think you were serious, and he was like, why wouldn't I be?
Dude, that's awesome.
Rick's always serious.
He's dead ass serious.
He's dead ass serious. I'm more serious.
Yes.
Serious voice.
But yeah, that's kind of how it came to be, and that was in early June, and what was it? By the end of that month, I think I came up for our first weekend practice. Or
yeah, we actually shot the music video that you're gonna see on the 15th.
Oh shit! Okay. And
right
now,
off the bat,
how can I at least ask as far as how long the song is? Is it still traditional kind of faster, shorter See You Next Tuesday style? Are you guys changing the sound a bit?
I mean, it's definitely evolved. My whole writing process for this record was astronomically different than previous stuff. So, but overall, the songs are still short. I'm not writing
anything super ballady or
I tried. To,
okay.
I try to write some longer stuff, but I don't have the attention span for it, man. I get bored.
I get it.
The same thing more than 10 seconds. So, no, there are a lot of songs that are under 2 minutes.
Okay.
It is what it is. Grindcore is fast, and
that's the point.
Playing these fucking songs live, you need to take a break, man. Drink some water.
Yeah, I do it. I've seen some live shows on YouTube, and it looks pretty intense.
Well, hopefully we can live up to that. It has been 14 years since I've, really put on a good show. But, I'm an old man now.
Got to get the bones warmed up.
I apologize to those old people out there that are actually listening. 39 isn't really that old, but if you're listening at 14, you're probably like, this fucking old guy needs to shut up.
I can grind. I can grind better than that old man.
Oh, man.
So I can grind, Cole.
I can grind. Jesus Christ. So this one, I'm really interested to see the responses and your guys' answers for this. But when it comes to the instruments you play, how did you? Were those your first instruments that you picked up, and how did you get into playing music to begin with?
Weirdly enough, so I'm a mailman by day, and I walk.
Grinder by night.
Yeah, grinder by night. No, not grinder. You can't say that in 2020.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
That's different. That means something different to like the not half a percent of people that know what grindcore music is.
Jesus Christ.
Grindcore. You guys see my Grindcore channel that we're on right now?
I saw that. I died when I read that.
No, anyway, so I spend my day with earbuds in. I get to listen to music. And Jimmy,
that's nice. That's awesome.
Works as a fraud investigator
dude,
for Chase Bank.
Dude,
and he sits at
get
he
out!
does
What?
That from home.
That's sick.
So
Pretty
we're
good
best
gig.
friends now. So we talk while I'll be walking and I'll be like, "Hey man, I need to talk to you about something." And we'll just fucking talk
pop it
for
up,
like an hour
yeah.
and a half or something. Because we're both working and like we've both been doing.
It's not like it's
jobs long enough
detrimental.
that
It's
we're
like
on
distracting.
autopilot.
Yeah.
But literally, we talked about this story today, so I'm gonna relive that story.
Oh, there
So
you go.
Both of us started on drums.
Oh.
Both of us
okay.
around the same age. You are how old, Jimmy?
Actually, I didn't start on drums, Drew.
Fuck, motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
We are the exact polar opposites of where we ended.
Oh, you started on guitar?
Yeah.
That's weird.
There you go.
All right, so we didn't fully cover the story, but we're gonna fast forward to whenever you started drums. When was that?
When I was in the 6th grade, or 5th grade.
5th grade.
Yeah, so the late 90s.
Oh, late
Yeah,
90s.
I
was still living in Michigan.
I was like 11, so that would have been like 94 when I started drums. Anyway,
Damn.
we both had a shitty drum kit, and they were both TKO percussion drum kits.
TKO.
Mine was blue, just blue. It wasn't even like sparkle. It was just blue.
And mine was Lars Ulrich.
Oh no.
Load era sparkle.
Load era. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, TKO percussion. So anyway, yeah, I started on drums myself when I was a baby. I was in like marching band and shit, and then literally
nice.
I played bass. Actually,
nice.
Every other band I've ever been in except for See You Next Tuesday, I have played bass.
Would you say that's your most? How do I word this? I guess your most skilled instrument, or would you still say it's guitar?
Oh, for sure, guitar.
Okay.
I mean, as far as like playing,
You've just played bass a lot in bands.
Well, like I haven't honed that skill like I did when I first started playing bass. Like I was a big Les Claypool.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, dude. Oh, Jocko Pass stories and shit, dude. Hell
yeah.
yeah,
Dude, Jocko is amazing. I've always been a bass player. Literally, when I played in See You Next Tuesday, I bought my first guitar.
Okay.
And it was a Brian Moore
Hell yeah.
i9. And I learned how to play guitar enough. Like I knew how to play bass, so it's like it was the concept.
It almost like
was
transpires the same in a sense.
Yeah, and I mean like picking was different because I'm a finger bass player.
Same.
But,
Yep.
Like I eventually got it. You know, I mean I learned some beautiful people and you know some Pantera along the way because that's Dimebag is the guy to learn guitar from. But yeah, and then I wrote a See You Next Tuesday song. You know, I think the first song I wrote was that was it like Shotgun Tracheotomy.
Holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Karpinski, our other guitar player from way back when, he named that one. But anywho, so yeah, I've only played guitar in See You Next Tuesday.
Interesting.
I've never played guitar on stage or in any other facility. Well, no, I take it back. I did do an acoustic duo with my wife.
Oh
For
wow.
a couple of years, we played like I did like
Very
the
seldomly.
live looping thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's other than that. That was it. I played drums and bass in every other band I've ever been in. Actually, I didn't even play drums in a band. I only played in marching bands. So if I grew up a metal drummer, I would have been hopefully equally as employed as James. Right. Dude's been in like 4,000 bands. Yeah, not me.
Not me.
Anyway, Jimmy started playing guitar in 1996.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
Was it?
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Somehow, like I always loved music growing up, even as a little kid, and somehow around that time, I say actually it was closer to like late 94, 95, because Kurt Cobain died in 94, and I liked Nirvana as a little kid. Being 9 years old and hearing Nirvana, I really liked that. And somehow I had a little cousin, and she, I guess I still have a cousin, but she was way younger than me. She was probably like 5 or 6, but somehow like she ended up with a electric guitar that was like just some like Sears and Roebuck kind of guitar
department store.
She just like threw it down like all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, don't do that. And so I gave her $5. Like, I had a $5 bill in my pocket. I was like, I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna take that guitar. And she said, okay, cool.
Okay.
Spice Girls, I'm gonna go buy the VHS right now. And I was like, sick.
The 90s.
So, but I started playing guitar, pretending to play guitar. I never got taught anything. All the strings broke, and I would just like pretend. And I would stand outside with my boombox and just like put on imaginary concerts for absolutely no one.
Oh.
And so I was like, man.
Hey,
That's
man.
how I feel playing grindcore.
Dude, it's so simple, though,
time.
man. It's such a simple thing to bring you happiness, to what you is happiness, doing your thing.
Yeah, I put on like the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Hell yeah.
Like greatest hits, and I would be like playing, like pretending like I'm playing like a million people like in my front yard, but like it's just a giant fucking cornfield. So, fast forward a little bit of time, by like a year or two, I started to go over to another cousin's house, and she was much older, and she actually had a drum kit. I would put on, her headphones and go into the room where the drum kit was, and I can remember like trying to like play along with this Beavis and Butthead Experience.
Oh my god!
CD. You guys remember
what?
That?
Yes. What?
It had 99 Ways to Die by Megadeth.
Yeah.
All this other shit, and I can remember like trying to learn how to like I had no idea what the hell I was doing, but. Long story short, my cousin ended up moving away, and my uncle was like, hey, I've got this drum kit sitting around, and you seemed pretty interested in it. Do you want it? And so
nice.
They brought it over, and I started school band, and then I just became completely enthralled with learning how to play the drums.
That's awesome.
And I started just by like, practice pad, moving to the couch and like drumming on the couch, like along.
I used to do that.
The Who and Rolling Stones and like Led Zeppelin and shit like that, and eventually kind of transposing that to a drum kit in the garage, and it's just evolved from there. Just like teaching myself how to play, and I had some lessons along the way, but that's basically. I've only played drums in bands. I've never done anything else. That's all that I've ever done. So that's how I came to be as a drummer.
I like that story a lot.
Yeah, dude, you guys, man, it's so cool. And I often sit there when I listen, to bands that have been around for so long, whoever it might be, and I just wonder, like, man, like, I wish I could, essentially, I wish I could, like, ask these kind of questions to so many bands that I listen to, because it's proving to me that it's, exactly what I thought it'd be. It's just so interesting to hear everybody's different experience, and that, yeah, man, you guys got some cool history behind your music life and careers. It's awesome to hear how you guys started.
Thank you. It's, I'm sure if you ask, like, a lot of people that are our age, they probably would have a very similar story, but just maybe different bands involved in their creative process, or what like bands like that they wanted to aspire to be. Or
I guess if obviously these questions are all at your guys' discretion. I don't want to ever push a button that might not be something you want to talk about, but as far as like when the band took the hiatus, was that just was there specific reasoning? Was it just life happened and the time wasn't
100%.
there? And
it was just a string of unfortunate events.
Okay.
Misfortune. It was just a string of misfortune. It was just like we had trailer issues, then we had a van issue, and then We got seized at the border in Canada and had to pay a
What?
bunch of taxes.
Oh my god.
Then we did a bus tour in Europe with Hate Eternal, which was
Oh,
the
wow.
coolest shit in the entire world.
Yeah, I can
but
imagine. Phew.
We were paying more for the bus every day than we were making.
Oh, my
Grindcore,
g-
and stuff
yeah.
on this big tour, but I mean, it was still awesome. The experience was
Yeah.
Europe
Get to
was
see cool
literally
places.
The best crowds ever.
Yeah, they go hard over there.
Oh yeah. Not that they don't here in the
Well,
States,
yeah.
but you know, like back
D-
then,
different,
you know, I was,
different society, different, people.
Yeah, it was cool to be over there and experience all that stuff. I don't remember what I was talking about. So yeah, it was just it was just a bunch of stuff, and like Fox is a really good tattoo artist.
Oh, is that what he does as
Yeah,
a job
he-
outside? That's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
he owns a shop in Lansing. It's called Fish Ladder Tattoo.
Oh shit, that's
Rick-
not far. I might have to go get tattooed by him. Shit.
Yeah, Rick
Fuck.
Woods, our bass player Rick, is also a tattoo
Oh,
artist
boy.
at the
There you
same
go.
shop.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but yeah, so I mean, like Fox could make a shitload of money doing that, and it was just like, Andy wasn't with us at the time. We had this dude Jake playing with us, super cool dude, but he had another opportunity knocking as well, and it just
But yeah, things just didn't add up
it
at
just,
the time.
Yeah, you
That's
know, like,
unfortunate. I get
yeah,
it.
we had lost Travis about a year prior to that, and that was a huge blow. Travis was a really big part of our lives in the band, and we had Cooter replaced him, who was our merch guy at the time.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's just, I felt like, nothing against Cooter, like, he did nothing to make this happen, but as soon as,
It's
like,
just a feeling.
all that, like, just so much stuff started kind of, like, snowballing. This really came down to, it's, shortly after Andy left the band, I guess, really is what it was, the first time around. Yeah, so, but yeah, it's just life, man. It happens, That's what happened to get me back into it.
That was actually gonna kind of be my my little transition. I'd imagine, obviously, life now has put itself in a way that you're able to come back to it, and obviously you're doing the thing now.
Yeah, well, I mean, the record that's coming out, it's coming out February of next year.
Oh, okay. So we're still not gonna see it for a while.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Hey, then
industry is slow, like I said, and Christmas is around the corner, and nothing happens.
A lot of publicity.
No releases
really.
happen. Nothing happens in December. Like, if you release a record
Oh,
in
really?
December, it tanks.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's buying like the newest technology and like the fucking
That's what they're caring about. Like,
clothes and this and that bullshit.
not the time of year to happen. So it's just weird. Unfortunately, just everything lined up right when Christmas was around. So we had to wait a little longer. But we think
That's
we
all
were
right.
able to release this single that you're going to see on the 15th. And everybody listening to this will go back and hopefully go play it a bunch of times. But yeah, so the record is called Distractions.
Oh, nice.
And
Oh my gosh, you actually said it out loud.
I know.
Oh boy, I like that though. I like that you've kept it single word titles. It just proves that you don't need a lot to say something big.
It's a Michigan metal band thing. Literally, that's just I had some stuff come up, and I needed a distraction.
Perfect.
I bought a Paul Reed Smith because
Ooh,
I had some
nice.
money, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself because
Do it. Treat
all
yourself.
the cool '80s guitars that I used to buy them there. Oh, Jimmy went to go pee.
Yeah, I saw a chat pop up. I was like, what?
Oh, look at that.
BRB gonna pee? At least.
Good for him.
Yeah,
We probably shouldn't have said that.
but
That's
I hope
okay.
it's hearty. I hope he has a good one.
Yeah, so I started making songs, and then like I said, I didn't expect what I was going to make. I just needed to take my mind off some stuff, and I distracted myself by writing tunes. And I in January of 2021, I finished my first song. And
Okay.
I just sent the Rick and Fox and Andy.
You're like, please listen to this.
Yeah, I was like, hey guys, listen to this. It's very bare bones. Like, it's, the guitar tone wasn't there yet, and like I didn't have my.
You're still like dialing it. Yep.
Yeah, it's very raw sounding song, but everyone's like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck you guys.
I can snap my fingers to that.
Yeah, so like another month or so, I write another song, and I send that to them. They're like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. And then yeah, eventually I
just
sent,
kept
like,
going.
Like 6 months go by, and I've sent like 4 songs to them, and I got 2 more that I'm working on. And then at that point, I'm like naming songs, and I had all these concepts and stuff because I fucking delve in.
So have you always been essentially like the face and like the writing behind the band for the most part?
I've always wrote 100% of the music.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say 100%. Andy was pretty involved in the writing for intervals, but a lot of like Parasite, Andy wasn't like really even in tune to like the metal playing and stuff. He was just kind of flying by the seat of his pants. Really, he just practiced his ass off. But I wrote all the drums and stuff. You know, like him and I had a language that we'd like spit back and forth to each other, type of thing. But
good chemistry.
Yeah. But I've always wrote the guitars and stuff like that. I've never been a lyricist by any means, so I've never even tried.
So that's all Fox.
That's 100% Ben Fox.
So,
he's wrote.
Well, I would. Well, I guess other than were the lyrics changed, because obviously I know some 3 songs that were featured on Parasite were originally on your Summer sampler. You know, 8 Dead, Portable.
They're different lyrics.
Are okay, so they are. I kind of figured, because as I went back and learned, you know, looked at Fox's lyrics from Parasite, I went back to listen to those old songs a while back, and I'm like, yeah, this doesn't even sound anything remotely close.
Bear never disclosed the words.
Sometimes it doesn't even like, and I mean, I know like
it might not be.
Just almost sounds like, wow, you know, I don't, yeah. But
no
yeah, I enjoy his lyrics. Fox writes good shit.
The titles stayed the same because to us it was just like a cliche.
Yeah, it was for the
it was novelty.
aesthetic of it, yeah.
To me, like, I mean, like, I came up with the name See You Next Tuesday from a TV show. I was watching Sex in the City. So when we came out, I went with See You Next Tuesday. I saw an episode of Sex in the City, and Charlotte called out Samantha for wearing too short of a skirt. She's like, I can see her See You Next Tuesday.
Oh.
I remember sitting in my basement with Rick and Adam, and I stood up and was like,
That's it. That's the name.
That's the name.
I can see her.
And everyone's like, you're stupid. Shut up. Sit down. I'm like, I'm starting a band. Damn it.
Leave me alone. March home.
Yeah. So no.
That's okay. Oh well, fuck it. They get out of my house.
Yeah. No, they lived there.
Oh well, shit. Never mind.
I ended up living at Rick's later, so it's okay.
That's funny.
No. So yeah, song titles were meaningless. So yeah, Fox just changed the lyrics.
Okay.
Themselves. Like he got in the studio. I remember because like he joined the band like 2 weeks before we went to record at Red Planet.
Get out!
Virginia.
Damn, that's really short
so, like,
notice.
He was we were tracking drums and guitars and bass. He was writing the lyrics.
Wow, dude, for writing on such short notice, man, I'll tell you, like, he's got some of my favorite lyrics. well,
keep in mind though too. I mean, he's always been a poet type of guy, and he had a lot of poems and stuff that he brought, like his book, you know, like his poem book or whatever, and like so. I mean, he would pull up some old stuff and just make it fit.
Interesting.
So, not to discredit the talent that it takes to do what he did.
Oh no, by any means. Yeah,
I can't write words for shit. So like,
lyrics are not my forte, but I do it because it's like I feel like nobody wants to hear the music instrumentally. So since obviously writing new music, and you guys have Jimmy now along for the right, have you guys? You guys have already practiced and whatnot. I imagine with him, and you said you.
Well, we played a show.
Yeah,
back in September.
Yeah. Okay, and how was it? Like, did Jimmy just kind of like? Was it so very organic? Did it just feel like he was always with the band? And
yeah, him and I figured out that we have telepathy, and we just plugged our brains in. And no, I don't know. It was great. We had some issues with the PA. There's a lot of feedback at the show.
No,
it's actually if you know the Been There, Seen That MySpace dude. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is he? Does this happen to be the guy who's like trying to do the archive and like revive? I don't know. I might not know.
Well, it's like just search Been There, Seen That on like Seen like SDENE.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he's this Canadian. He's a super cool guy. He filmed the whole thing and posted it on YouTube. So
shit! Yeah, I'll have to.
We do play 3 new songs.
Oh, dude.
So if you want to check it out on YouTube, that's live. That's out right now.
I'll even
Go
put
check
that.
it out.
I'll put that in the description at the time of when I post this
Yeah,
too.
actually, Ryan Peter is the guy that runs that Facebook page.
Okay.
And he's coming to our house show in Lincoln Park this Saturday as well. So that'll be up on YouTube shortly after as well. So look for that link. By the time this comes out, that'll be up on the internet too.
Hell yeah.
Make sure you link our video because, like I said,
Oh,
we have our
the
first
music
single.
video will be coming out too. Yeah, man.
Our first single is 11/15. So not tomorrow, but the Tuesday after. We shot in my father-in-law's pole barn.
Oh
It
shit.
was kind of we actually rented this really cool fucking space in the basement of the tattoo shop, or no, not the tattoo shop, but the basement of somewhere that Fox used to live in Lansing. It was this like warehouse apartment building thing.
Oh.
We rented this basement to do this photo shoot. The day of the show, it fucking floods.
Oh no.
I know, so we
Dude.
like did an impromptu venue change and drove up to Bay City where I live and went to my in-laws' house's pole barn and threw up some fucking white cloths on the walls and did some shit and put together this music video. So
It turned out really, really nice for being such a last-minute, everything changed type of situation.
I'd imagine that's like the best you could hope for in a scenario like that, to be honest.
yeah, it was actually exceeded what I hoped for, so that's good.
It was a really cool experience, and like I've never done a music video before.
Me neither. It's first
Oh
time.
no? Oh, okay.
No.
There we go.
So this was like new for all of us, and we're just pouring sweat and playing the song.
Is there like a lot? I was gonna say, yeah. Is there a lot of takes? And I'd imagine, oh, okay, let's get this like angle and like this and that.
Well, I think. Well, since we can talk about this now, like the day, it was kind of like, okay, we have this venue booked, or this place booked for the shoot. Fox was like, hey, the guy got back to me. There's flooding, and we're not sure if we're going to be able to use it. So day of the video shoot, we're still sort of waiting to see if we're going to be using that place. And that day, it called for rain, and sure enough, that place flooded. So that's when
Jesus
we
Christ,
did
dude.
the quick change to Drew's in-laws, and so we drove out there. It's actually closer for Drew and I, because I live in Ohio, and it's 4 hours for me to drive.
Oh
from my
damn,
house
dude.
to
Yeah,
Drew.
that's not. That's like me. My sister lives in St. Louis. I'm up in like Chicago, almost a little bit south, and it's about the same, dude. So yeah, that's a hefty drive.
It's doable. So like whenever we practice, like we'll make a weekend out of it. So I'll drive up on a Saturday and leave on Sunday evening. It's like that type of thing. But luckily we were able to get have a backup plan, and then the fiasco of me not being able to hear the playback of the audio because we are in this massive pole barn, and it's just like
Reverb City.
anytime I like hit my bass drum, it was like goo, goo,
Oh my
goo,
god,
goo.
yeah, dude.
So it was like we had a hard time with that. So like hearing didn't start out so well, and then eventually we were able to fix it and get going. But like there were some challenges for sure, but it was such a fun experience, and the guy who did the video was super cool to work with, and so I'm really stoked to put this video out because I think it turned out super cool.
Now, Jimmy, that you've had the opportunity to play the songs yourselves and play them live, even for both you guys, what are your 3 favorite songs to play live?
Oh shit!
Sorry, I have to ask this kind of question.
Oh no, it's awesome. I love it. I love the question. Drew, do you want to go first?
Well, I guess it's a loaded question.
I know, especially for you, because you wrote all these songs, so I imagine you love them all to an equal extent. They're like babies.
Well, not necessarily. No, I do not like some of them.
Oh, okay, never mind. I misspoke.
Yeah, no. No, what's funny is like I could name 3 songs that we play right now that are brand new that no one's heard yet. But just because they're fresh and new, to me they're like little babies that I just made. Like
Fair enough.
I haven't even barely unleashed them into the world yet. So the one time that we got to play them live so far was like euphoric to me. stoner of me.
Oh no, I
say,
completely fucking get it, dude. I completely.
So
get
I would
that.
say the last show we played this song, "Hey Look No Crying," "Why Can't You Behave," and "Day in the Life of the Fool." So those are my three favorite songs to play.
Okay. Well, just to play devil's advocate, if you had to pick three from the two albums, that you just really that you still get this for the most part the same thing, damn dude, this just fucking, I love doing this riff, I fucking love seeing people mosh into this shit, that kind of thing.
I would say no particular order. Three would have to be In the Beginning.
Okay.
She Once Called Me a Romantic.
Oh, okay.
And 11/22/07.
Oh, okay. That caught me off guard.
Yeah,
I wasn't
those
gonna.
Three songs there are hands down some of the hardest stuff I've ever written. So every time we play them live, I have to mentally prepare myself going into the slow part that never repeated. That was a challenge that I set myself in a song, is I wanted a slow ending that never repeated. So every pass of that riff is a new riff. I do different bends.
Wow, I'm gonna have to go back and really hone in again now and listen to this shit.
Yeah, there's a section in the middle of In the Beginning that I play so terribly. On the record itself, if you listen to it on the record,
don't tell me this. I'm gonna
pretty poorly played. But there's a shreddy part in the middle, and I go into this other chord that's fucking huge, and I don't even know what it is. I know it's a bunch of sevenths, but I don't even know how to describe what I'm playing. But anyway, I jump into this really awkward chord, and that whole little phrasing, the whole counting of the song. The just structurally In the Beginning is one of the hardest songs, and then 11/22, same thing. It's just it's such droning, fasting chords, but I play 15 different chords in the beginning of that song. Every pass of the chords, I'm doing different. A flatted fourth, or adding in a 9, or flatting the 9, or adding in a major 7 and stuff. Every chord change in the beginning of that, even though it's real fast in the recording.
That's just even more miraculous to hear and to know that you play it that fucking fast, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, but those are some of the. So those three songs in particular, like I said, I really I feel like I said, a euphoria to it, because I have to mentally prepare myself going into those songs. I have to really okay, don't forget to do this at this point. We'll talk more. Then I look down and my whammy's on the wrong fucking setting.
Jesus
and
Christ!
I gotta do that with my pinky toe. Oh, I never do that.
Jesus.
All right, Jimmy, your favorite songs, go.
For me, there's one song in particular that is on the new album, and it is one we haven't played live yet. Drew, can I say the title of the song?
I don't think it matters. Go for it.
It is called "This Happy Madness."
Okay, dude, I'm loving these titles. Very nice titles.
It's such an awesome song. It's actually my favorite song that Drew wrote for this record. Because it's such a fun song to play. It's got a lot of cool shit in it. But for me, songs that aren't new, for me, they're all new. So, when Drew was talking about, hey, don't fuck this part up, and we'll get to this part, and we'll talk about it then, I'm doing that constantly with every single song that we play in our set list, which is, 20 songs.
Wow, holy
19.
shit, dude.
This set that we are doing for the next little bit, it's 21 songs. My 3 damn songs.
Well, that new one. He said the new one.
Oh yeah, the new one. No, 3 old ones. 3 old ones, go.
Oh.
So 3 old ones, definitely. To start it off is 8 Dead, 9 If You
Nice.
Refuse, because it's literally the first song I ever heard from See You Next Tuesday ever
Okay.
in my life from the sampler. And props to Andy, because Andy is a maniac.
Yeah,
on the
dude.
drums.
Everything about that. I mean, I love everything, but yeah, dude, the drums his parts are fantastic.
He did such an awesome job on all of the records that he played on, but my favorite drumming of his is from Intervals. So the next 2 songs are actually on Intervals. This Time the Keys Are Broken
Yes.
is one of my absolute favorite songs, because it just opens up with a sick-ass blast. and there's more blasts that follow, and
we do the Slayer riff first. Damn.
Oh, yeah. we definitely do that. And then, like, last but not least, it's actually two songs that flow into
Oh
each other,
boy,
so
here we go.
I'm going to consider them one song, but it is Omega into 11/22/07.
Holy shit, nice.
Hey, that's one of my favorites too. That is fun. We do that live. We play that Alpha into She Wants.
Dude, I was gonna say I actually like I wanted to ask or touch on that Alpha. Like, how did you come about just being like, okay, like 4 seconds real quick? Like, how do you write that? Like, I just don't. My mind's perplexed. How do you come up with something like that?
Honestly, it was like I was just fucking around on the guitar, and I'm sure somebody's seen me do this in a video, but I like to use my left hand, and I grab the whammy bar with my left hand, so I like support my fingers and pull the back of my guitar body, and then the whammy sits in my palm, and I can crunch down on the whammy and still pick. I did a lot experimenting with like actually playing notes, like changing the pitch with my left hand and just picking. But ultimately for that song, I just was starting to experiment with down tuning.
Okay.
And it's very gradual on the song because it's only 8 seconds long.
Yeah.
I actually am slowly dropping it a little bit lower, and then when the hit hits, I landed on the note that I was going for, and then the bass, literally, like when Travis was strumming the bass, I was sitting there
like down tuning it for him.
I was down tuning the pegs, so we physically were getting it go.
That's funny, dude. That's cool.
But
okay.
Like if you listen to the blank space, you actually hear my guitars dangling. Like that kind of jangle sound. That's my guitar's strings so warped, like floppy, because it was a Floyd Rose.
Yeah.
They're so floppy, they were dangling, they were tickling the pickup, and making that little bojangle sound.
That bojangle.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're coming to see us in Indiana. Let me talk about that real quick.
Yeah, dude, go for it.
So we have some shows coming up. This house show will be done, but December 2nd, we're playing in Columbus, Ohio, which is Jimmy's hometown. He's down in Ohio. We're playing at the Big Room Bar with some sick bands, Mutilatred. Yeah, they're massive sounding. They just put out a record. If you haven't checked that out, Charles.
Definitely.
Mutilatred. Check that band out, dude. They rip very hard. Anyway, we're playing with them. The next day, we're going to be in Indianapolis, which I'm going to see you there.
Dude, me and my significant other are going to make that drive down.
Hell yes. And we're bringing a band with us from Bay City.
Oh, shit.
My buddy up here, Tanner, is in a band called Triangulations. It's kind of like a synth noise grind, death grind type of stuff.
Oh, dude, synth grind is so fucking good.
Yeah, so they're making the drive just to hang out with us down in Indiana, which is awesome. Like you gotta do that shit, man. Like that's part of what. Like I remember, not to go off on another tangent for too far, but I remember we drove all the way to New York to play a show in this fucking random bar with daughters. Then we're playing Indiana, and then there's another band on there called Trenches, which is the Albatross.
Get out, really?
Yeah, dude. They're pretty sick.
Holy shit.
It's going to be a super fun show. I'm glad you're going to come out, man. It's going to be fun. We'll have this podcast up on the air before that, for sure.
Yeah, because that's December 3rd, right?
Yeah, December 3rd. Yep. And then skip forward to next year. We're playing Chicago on the 13th.
Yeah, I'll honestly probably be at that too. Not gonna lie, because that's my home turf at that point. So
please do. We'll have
Beat Kitchen right at that. Oh my god, dude! I played Beat Kitchen a few times. That place is so fun.
Yeah. So more stuff will have hit the airwaves by then.
Oh yeah, because that'll be a lot closer to the time.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot more stuff will be coming out the pipes. The next day we're driving to Grand Rapids and playing another home stage show. None of us are from Grand Rapids, but obviously we love our own state. Weed is legal here.
Yeah, right, dude.
Exponentially less money than it
dude,
is in Illinois.
Please don't. I don't want to talk about it.
By the way, I can buy high quality weed for $69 an ounce here.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Rub it in some more, man.
Weirdly enough, when we got on this call, I actually know when I first heard your podcast, when you first posted it, I checked it out, listened to the episode about us. was like, oh, he's talking about a bear. That's weird.
Yeah, well, just because I was just
not
covering
weird.
grounds,
Yeah,
you know.
No, I get you, man. It's just weird because like I hadn't thought about it in a minute.
Oh, R.I.P.
Anyway, the first thing I noticed, I was like, he sounds like he's from the Upper
Yeah,
Peninsula,
yep.
Wisconsin originally. Like,
Yeah.
you can hear that shit. You cannot hide it. I probably got it too,
My,
man. I'm from the pit of the thumb.
My significant other will call me out sometimes when she hears the accent. Yeah, my parents even tell me, they're like, you still got that Youper inside you. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's not going nowhere.
So speaking of Michigan, that weekend we decided to do a second show.
Shit.
We are going to be playing the Sanctuary in Detroit.
Oh shit!
On that Sunday, the 15th of January. So look out for that.
Classic venue, yeah.
And then, like I said, our release is going to be coming in February. We definitely plan to be on the road for as much as we can. Obviously, we're all adults and we got jobs nowadays.
Yeah.
Anyway, you said you had one last.
Yeah, I guess the last little final question, more of a little personal one for you guys. I guess tell people at the end of the day, what do you like to do? What's like a hobby that's not music or something else you like to put your time into that you enjoy to do? Obviously, I know you like to smoke weed, Drew, but other than that.
I don't know. I mean, all my hobbies are music. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I mean, either way,
I listen to a lot of music. I did mention earlier in the podcast I'm a mailman, so I'm the kind of guy that tries to listen to a new band every day.
That's a good way to go about it,
not
dude.
Metal. I generally start looking into the metal because right in the morning I slam some caffeine and
Yep.
I'm just ready to fucking like get to work.
Brawl it.
Yep. I usually start my day with the aggressive music, but I mean, like, I got my dogs, they're super awesome. I got my wife, she's also my best friend. Her and I smoke weed together.
That's fantastic.
But
that's wholesome.
No,
Good to hear.
But we're also awesome together. I mean, we're literally test tubes. I have her face tattooed on me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Portraits.
She's beautiful, and I guess I wouldn't say she's a hobby or anything, but I would.
You just enjoy spending time with her at the end of the day.
That's what I do. Yeah, I live in kind of the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm not a city person. I live in a small town called Bay City. I live on the outskirts of a small town. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have our coming back show in Bay City. Damn it! I'm gonna make you guys.
Come to me. Yeah,
and
dude.
It worked. I thank everyone for making all those drives. Ridiculous. But yeah, my dogs are awesome. My wife's amazing. I got a stepdaughter that's 14. She started driver's training today.
Oh boy.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about my son doing that.
Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, that's really it. I live a very boring life. I do a lot of stuff with See You Next Tuesday.
Sounds wholesome and simple. It's a good way to
write
live.
more. I am really big into modular synthesis lately.
Oh,
my newest hobby.
nice, dude. Some chords. I got you. Micro chord or something.
I got like a Euro rack, like the little modules that you build and you use patch cables and stuff. That kind of stuff.
Okay. You're like doing the crazy electronic shit.
It's like circuit bending.
That's cool, dude.
50th power.
Please make music and release it. I want to hear that.
I'm trying. I don't know. You heard that teaser that we did last week?
Yeah.
You see that little video? That music that was on there, outside of the little clip from the record that's at the end of it, that little like electronic-y stuff. That stuff I made on my module.
Oh, dude, there you go. Work it in.
That's like a
figure
hobby.
it out.
It's like you buy a dude that's so addicted.
That shit's expensive too.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
They're like $300 a piece. It's ridiculous.
No thanks.
Anyway, so yeah, that's my life in a nutshell. Jimmy, talk about records.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Much like Drew, most of my extracurricular activities involve music. I'm a big vinyl collector.
Yeah. Same here.
By big, he means ridiculous.
I'm sure it's a lot bigger than my collection. I'm only sitting at maybe about 60 records at this point. Woo. I did have to sell a lot of I did have about the same amount a few years back, but I pretty much had to sell all of them to, cover bills because I was a dumb young person and spent my money on shit I probably shouldn't have been. So my own fault. Happens, but man. Yeah, so I'm slowly building up. Slowly, but
there you go. Yeah, that's what I do. I love music a lot. I like to variant collect bands.
Hell yeah, dude. Yep.
That are my favorite. So the two bands that I have the most records of are Primitive Man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Are you into those guys?
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I'm trying to catch them. Me and my significant other want to catch them. They're going on tour with Acacia, Fit for an Autopsy, and Full of Hell.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Sick fucking yeah, dude. So yeah, I know Primitive, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're like their discography. I literally have every single variant of every album they've ever done.
That's crazy. That's awesome, dude.
I
hope I could get there one day. That'd be great.
It's up to like 60 records, I think, for them, like total.
Oh my god.
And then the other band is ISIS. I don't know. ISIS and Primitive Man are the two bands that I have the most records of. But I think sitting on close to, actually, I can go to Discogs right now.
Oh shit, you have a Discogs?
Oh yeah.
Oh dude. I need to see that shit.
It is sitting at, and I don't think this is completely accurate because there's stuff in here I haven't added yet.
Yeah.
But right now I'm sitting at 814.
Wow.
Which to some record collectors, that's just like pitiful.
To me, that's like wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
That's like they're
yeah, but you don't just have like. All right, let me talk to you about my record collection real quick. My wife has a record collection. We would go to like a record store and go to like the nickel bin and buy some that looked funny, like Limbo, and stuff like that. Just random nothing. That's our record collection. It's like 30 maybe. I do have the Pervivore record by Sawtooth, but I've never listened to it. I heard it's expensive.
I heard it's expensive.
But it sounds terrible that I don't buy records from bands because I know that that's like a big way to support a band. But I buy shirts and hats.
It's that. I mean, at least you're still like, supporting one way or another. Vinyl aren't your thing.
Say it, but I definitely utilize Spotify for its ability to listen to everything.
I do too. When I don't know, convenience. I get it.
The record collecting, that's like my big thing. Right. Earlier this year, I went through this phase of collecting classic country vinyl, like Hank Williams Jr. Stuff like that. I love all that stuff. Other than that, like if I say something like non-musically that I'm super into is like Drew, just hanging out with my wife and my dogs. Like, we get super into Netflix and chill, and we just
I don't know.
find shows.
I feel
that
like
we obsessively watch.
It's kind of like, granted, I'm 31 now. We're all what we, I guess, in some way old to an extent, but I don't know. I feel like it's not cliche like people think it is to do that, and I don't know. That's essentially when I'm not being a dad or doing any of my writing or working. That's just essentially what I do, man. I just smoke my cannabis and I relax and watch some shit,
Yeah, it's literally all that you probably have the energy to do. Like, I know for me, like, I'm not an outdoorsy person. I don't like to go hiking. I do like to fish, but that is just like on a whim, like randomly, where I'm like, man, I'd really like to just be out on the lake right now, just doing some bass fishing. But it's something I don't do a lot. But like growing up with my dad, like my dad was a hunter and a fisherman, like, but I never got into the hunting aspect because I just
not your shtick. Yeah,
fishing was always something I loved to do. But like after I'm done working for the day, like normally I just like want to just spend time with my wife and find something sweet to watch on TV and hang out with the dogs and play with the dogs. Like that sounds so boring. But
nah, man.
Like the thing
Simple
I look forward
better.
to the most, other than playing blast beats with Drew. That's the other fun thing I like to do. Basically, I'm pretty boring when it comes to like anything else like non-music related. It's been super fun. There was a little point in time where I actually stopped playing heavy music in general. It was around 2016 or the end of 2015. I quit the band that I was in at the time, and I didn't pick up a drumstick for over a year. And
oh wow!
It was just something I felt like I needed to do. I was burnt out. I felt like I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like I knew I would want to come back to it at some point, but I quit playing music like pretty much altogether. And about a year and a few months later, I started picking up the sticks again and started really getting into like learning. I really got into Steely Dan over that period of time. And Steely Dan has always had the absolute sickest drummers that could play in the pocket and just come up with the most creative shit. And I started learning a lot of Steely Dan stuff. You know, drummers like Steve Gadd and Bernard Purdy. You know, people that played on like different songs.
Purdy.
Yeah, the Purdy
Purdy
shuffle, man. Yeah, he gets some air in his hi hat, man. He just loses his mind. But playing music is like the other thing I like to do. Like Drew was saying earlier, I've played in a bunch of bands in my career. I play in another band that's kind of like it's a show active band other than See You Next Tuesday called Domestic Terror.
Okay.
We're actually playing the Columbus show too, so I'm pulling double duty.
Oh
night.
boy.
I don't know why you're doing that.
Sometimes you just have to beat yourself up.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're gonna play a little shorter of a set, but you know it's fun. Like all the dudes in Domestic Terror love See You Next Tuesday, so like when I told them that I was gonna be taking on the job, they were supportive and super stoked for me. And they're like, "Well, you just have to play a show together with us at least once." And I was like, "Okay, that's
okay.
I'm gonna do that." So, but other than like that, like with Drew, like we just like to hang out and have a good time.
Yeah, we like our wives.
Yeah.
They're our wives,
They're fun.
We also love to eat.
Oh yeah, foodies, huh?
We're pizza dudes.
Oh boy.
I'm an adventurer though. Jimmy, not so much.
No, I have a palate of an 8-year-old.
Oh boy.
He really does.
I like some out of the box stuff.
No, like I eat salmon and sushi.
No, dude, yeah, I love that shit. Yeah, man, dude.
And fruit.
Yeah.
I put fruit on tacos and
Fruit on
everything.
tacos? What the fuck? I could see like strawberries maybe or
There's this
something
place
like that.
There's this place that does like barbecued meats on tacos.
Oh.
And they have like rib meat and strawberries and like veg.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Okay, see, like that does sound good. Okay, that does sound good. Ooh.
Good shit.
And I'm over here just putting fucking brisket on top of mac and cheese.
Oh my god. I mean, that even sounds fucking good. Come on.
If you don't like it, I think there's something wrong with you. Or you're a vegetarian. I don't know. Either one. You're either not going to like it or you're going to like it.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, now that we just said this, we're probably not getting that tour with cattle decapitation.
Oh no.
Wah, wah,
Wah, wah.
Drew doesn't like pineapple on his pizza, and I do.
Oh, I could say I like the pineapple on pizza.
My wife loves it. Like, exclusively, her favorite combination is pepperoni and pineapple, and I refuse to
Dude.
eat it. Like, I do anything for her except for that.
I will not eat this. What about Canadian bacon on pizza?
Oh, hey. How about regular bacon, too?
Hey, man, but why not both?
Why don't we put all the meat on there?
The meat mountain sandwich
You had that
pizza.
yesterday. He sent me a picture of it.
It's a meat pizza?
Oh my god, yeah.
Literally
yeah.
was.
Oh, dude. Stop. I haven't really ate much today, so I'm like starving at this point. I had coffee. Does that count as a meal?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then I had 6 meals today.
Oh, yeah.
I drink a lot of coffee.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that's actually like about 4 cups is my normal, but sometimes I'll make another 2 or 3.
You got a 2-year-old. You're probably just getting back to sleeping.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest, man. My son is like, ever since he was like about 2-3 months old, always slept through. We've never had sleeping problems with him. He always sleeps through the night, which is really rare, obviously, for most newborns.
Any parents listening to this right now automatically hate you.
Oh yeah, I know they do, dude. I've had like parents be like, "That must be nice." I'm like, I can't help it. Like, he sleeps like his mom. He sleeps like a rock. Yeah. Like, I can't help it. Me, on the other hand, I have earplugs in and I can't even sleep if my cat farts.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's good for you. No, dude, not good for me. On that note, I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go play some Zelda and get high.
Sick.
Yeah, dude, I'm a big gamer. That's what I do outside of being a dad and in my spare time. Yeah, so I play a lot of games.
Charles,
Real.
for having
yeah, man. Thank you guys for coming out. Again, it's a dream to be able to be sitting here talking to you guys about your music and about what you guys do. And yeah, man, just keep doing what you're doing. And I appreciate it. Thanks for allowing me to have the platform to be able to do this for you guys as well as vice versa.
Oh yeah,
so.
for sure, man. I hope it was recording.
Oh, definitely is. Yeah, I got it this time. Got it this time. But yeah, so enjoy your night, guys.
At the end, just to be
You know,
safe.
Drew, give some info to close us out.
yeah. Closing
our-
remarks.
Go watch our first single and music video called "Hey Look No Crying" on whatever platform that you choose.
Look it up on the boob tubes.
Hey Look No Crying. Boom.
Distraction.
Distraction. That's the name of it. I'm tired. Let's go to bed.